Good afternoon, guys. It's LocsNLoadFirearms Reviews here today. Today I got a video that is really long overdue. I should have done this video a long time ago, but this is one of my favorite guns and by far my most carried handgun that I own. This probably gets the most use out of all the handguns I have, EDC wise. It's one of my favorite companies, CZ. So, you can't go wrong with a CZ. They're always great. They're the greatest, matter of fact. It comes with two 15-round magazines. I carry Federal HST 147 grain hollow points. I love Federal because, Federal is the standard and I don't need all that fancy stuff. I just need my hollow points to work, and Federal does that. And on here is the Neo mag clip. All right, so you got the mags. And here's the pistol, as you see, is unloaded. And it's a double action, single action, which means that first trigger pull is going to be heavy. And then the next shot, when the hammer's cocked back, is going to be real light. See how much takeoff it is and smooth. And I really love the trigger on this pistol, and we're going to get into that later. Low bore access, so you can see it's just low in your hand, and that feels really good, and it's a really good thing to have that low bore access because you're shooting and you're trying to get follow-up shots too. Your barrel not rising up so high helps you with that, and it's easier to fight that recoil too. So guys, I don't want to give all my secrets away because we got a shooting video. I'm going to take y'all out to the range and we're going to check out this CZ P07 9mm. So once we do that, we're going to come back, hit up the features, and we'll step out to the range, and we're going to come back, and I'm going to talk about this pistol and why I like it so much. So anyway, guys, stay tuned. It's your boy LocsNLoadFirearms, and we got another good one. Alright guys, welcome back. Hopefully you enjoy the shooting portion of the video. Alright, so now it's the features. As you can see up here on the top, engraved in the slide, CZ P07 9mm. It comes with two 15-round magazines, like I said before. The frame of this pistol is a fiber reinforced polymer frame, so it's going to be lightweight but yet sturdy at the same time. Like I feel like I could smack somebody with this gun and it's going to be okay. As you can see, the grips are well crafted and stippled. I love how they do it. Again, horizontal lines in the back. Then they got like this stippling over here, and then again with the lines on the front. And I just love the stippling on this gun, and it feels wonderful. And I just love the design of it, the craftsmanship that goes into the CZ handguns. It's just no one else is really out there touching them, in my eyes. All right, next is one of the selling points of this pistol. This is the Omega trigger. It is again double action, single action. They switched up the trigger from the last one. This one makes it smoother and it gives it a better feel because it's more straight. It's not as curved, and I really like that. I like the flat face triggers because it is flat and not rounded. So I really like that. And I feel like it helps aid in my shooting when I'm trying to get those accurate hits. And I'm also trying to find that good place in my trigger finger when I pull out of the holster. Having that flat face just helps me find it easier and quicker. So I really like the trigger upgrade. I'm glad they did it. Next, you have fixed metal 3-dot sights. These sights are not night sights, but they are photoluminescent, which means if you can hit them up with a flashlight or like a street light or some kind of ambient light, they will glow in the dark for a period of time, like a few minutes, but not too long. Next, up top, as you see, they have front and rear slide serrations. I'm a big fan of front slide serrations because sometimes I do like to press check. Just another way of doing it, you know. I just like having the option. You don't absolutely need it, but I just like the option that they have it there for you if you want to. As you can see, they have the grips. This is the decocker. Decocker on here, if you do not like, you can swap out for a manual safety, and that is interchangeable and is ambi too. So it's a decocker. So what happens is that when you, let's say you put a mag in, bam, charge the slide, you got it round chambered, the hammer goes back. The trigger's really light and you don't want it like that. You want to conceal carry it. So you decock it so it knocks it down back to that heavy double action trigger and makes it safe to carry. And then once you fire that shot, all your other shots will be single action as the side grip goes through the motions. Like I said, the sights. Next, you have a chrome hammer forged barrel. It's a 3.75 inch barrel. The pistol weighs 27 ounces unloaded. And like I said before, a low bore access, so it sits low in the hand and it feels real good when you're shooting because it doesn't recoil as much as, let's say, a SIG or a Beretta, one of those pistols with a higher bore access. So also, I forgot to mention, I got the light on here. This is the Olight PL Mini. As you can see, it's dirty because again, it gets used a lot. And it comes with a pick rail, 1913 pick rail. So any kind of light or laser you want to mount, you can go ahead and do so. All right, guys. So that is the feature portion of the video. We're gonna step back out to the range and we're gonna do some more shooting. And we're gonna come back here and I'm gonna give my opinions about this gun and why it's my favorite. So stick around, guys. We'll be right back.
All right, shooter ready?
Damn. Not everything's going on.
.42. Took 3.
Okay, guys, welcome back to probably my favorite portion of the gun reviews, the part where I get to talk and rant and just go off. All right, so before we do that, if you don't know, CZ is a Czechoslovakian company in, guess where? Czechoslovakia. It was started in 1936, and their first guns were aircraft machine guns, pistols, and small bore rifles. All right, so Locs, why is this one of your favorite handguns? First of all, the thing that made me get this P07 was the look. Immediately when I saw this handgun, I was like, damn, this gun looks good. I saw the designs, the way they stippled, the front slide serrations, just everything about the gun, the way they squared off. It had the undercut, the way the controls were oversized and big, the way I like them, and it was ambi, and they had metal sights, and it just felt like and I picked it up. You know, it looked good, and I picked it up, and it had, of course, had weight, but it felt like a solid gun. You know, it felt like a gun that you can just trust. You know, like sometimes with like some of these polymer guns, like a Glock, sometimes they feel a little flimsy, especially when people get weight cuts to them. It just feels like a toy. With this thing, with that metal slide, and you know, the polymer frame, this thing just feels like a gun I can just smack somebody in the mouth with if they're just talking mad shit, and this gun would be straight. So that's one of the features about like the look. You know, if you see a gun that it just looks good, I mean, you're gonna obviously stop and, you know, kind of question about it, pick it up, feel it. So, you know, I picked it up, and one of the first guns I ever shot was my dad's Beretta 92, which is a double action, single action. So, you know, I was out of the Navy at this point, and so I had been in the Navy. I had carried the Beretta 9mm, qualified expert with it, you know, when I was in security. So I was familiar with the double action, single action. So when I picked this up, and, you know, I was messing with the trigger and, you know, feeling the double action trigger, I was like, the double action trigger is real smooth. It's not bad. It's not as heavy to me as a Beretta 92 trigger, as if you've been in the military during that time, like what, 85 to 2017 or whatever, when they switched it to the SIG. So it doesn't feel as heavy as a Beretta. It feels a lot smoother. And then especially in single action is basically when I was like, okay, I think I really have to get this gun, because I put in single action and it was just, oh, hot sexy butter. It just felt so good, that single action. And I have known CZs before, but I had never really had much interaction with CZs. The closest thing I got to really shooting a real CZ, before shooting a real CZ, was my dad's TZ75, which is a CZ knockoff of, I think, the CZ75. You know, it was the same thing. Low bore access, had the same look, and I really, really like that gun. It's double action, single action too. Really, really like that gun. Really love the single action. And something about this handgun reminded me of that firearm, and I just fell in love with it immediately. And also at the time, which I was really looking for when I bought this gun, was something I could still carry appendix, but not with an external safety where I have to learn a whole nother training set to deactivate that safety under any circumstance. So the fact that it's double action, single action, I didn't have to figure out a safety or deal with the safety, that was a win in my book. And another thing about this gun, the fact that it had a hammer, not just as a double action, single action, that was good, because that lets me, gives me added protection if I was going to holster and there's something in my holster, like my shirt or a zipper. It would be harder to pull that trigger back versus, let's say, a Glock or a 1911 with that single action trigger. Mouth's dry. I really did not compare it. I'm not using this. Double action. And secondly, the fact that I had a hammer, which means when I go to insert my gun into my holster, I have my hand over the hammer like this, and I insert. And the reason why I put my hand over the hammer is that in order for this gun to fire, the hammer has to travel back and forward. As long as I have my thumb over this hammer, I can squeeze with all my might and it will not go off. And so that is why I ended up buying this handgun. It looked good. I'm gonna get into why I actually bought it next. It looks good. It felt good. The trigger was nice. I like the 3-dot sights. I like the size of the controls because I have big hands. I like it was double action, single action, so it was gonna be good for the appendix carry that I was looking for. It had an external hammer, so I could put my thumb over it and it wouldn't go off. So this is basically like the perfect appendix carry setup if you don't want to shoot your dick off and not learn a safety. And it just felt good in the hand with the weight too. I didn't really care that it was a little heavier than a Glock. I just kind of liked it, and I just dealt with the gun, you know. But really, why I bought this gun was the fact that it was quote unquote used. Unfired. The gun was never fired, but because the guy had bought the gun, left the store, brought it back the next day for whatever reason he didn't want it, the gun was used. And so it was in the used rack for basically I paid less than what you would pay the starting price on this gun would be. that was out the door, you know. So in my book, that was a steal. It was like $470 or something. So I was like, when I saw it in the case, I wasn't even looking to buy a gun that day. I was just looking, but I saw it in the case. It was on sale. I had to get it, guys. If you understand what I'm talking about, you understand what I'm talking about. You know, if you know, you know. I couldn't walk away from that gun. Somebody was going to buy that gun if I left that store. So I had to get it. And I have no regrets at all. How's it feel to shoot this gun, Locs? I like it. Granted, like I shoot Glocks a lot. I have multiple Glocks, so getting used to that double action, single action trigger does take some practice and use. But once you get it down, it is not that bad, especially once you start getting follow-up shots, because you're gonna be shooting a lot of single action at that point, and then the trigger is a lot nicer than a Glock, and then you ain't really tripping about a double action, single action pistol at that point. The fact that this gun is a low bore axis, unlike most guns where the rails go on the outside, you see the slide goes on the inside, which also helps in recoil management because there's nothing flopping around and wiggling around because it's loose on the outside of the frame. It's on the inside of the frame, so it's going to be nice and have a tight fit in there. It's not going to wobble around so much. Very smooth action. Man, I just can't say enough about this gun. It's accurate too, especially once you get in single action. You can really, you know, kind of take up that slack, bring it to that wall, and then just break it on when you really need it to, and I just like it. I just love it. I have people ask me, have you thought about taking the Cajun Gun Works? And the answer is yes. I just don't have Cajun Gun Works money saved up to just drop on a pistol like this. I got other things, you know, that I can spend that money on to really help benefit me. But trust me, the moment I have money to accessorize this handgun, I will. Cajun Gun Works does really great work. And I would like to send my gun there to them and let them do their magic. I would like to get it some different color. I might want to just, like, you know, add a comp. I would definitely, without a lie, like to get a red dot on here. Yeah, and probably upgrade the light. I mean, the O-light is fine. The O-light has not let me down. It's pretty cool. It's good for concealed carry. But I wouldn't mind like a stream light, something durable. So anyway, that is my CZ P07. I mean, I can't rave about this gun enough, guys. It looks good. It fits the bill for everything I'm looking for in a pistol that I was looking for when I bought it. You know, it served all my concealed carry needs, suit my aesthetic needs, and so far reliability has been wonderful. I haven't had any issues with it. Shooting steel, brass, aluminum, this gun just chunks through all of it, and I really find this gun to be reliable. I do trust my life with this gun on a daily basis, guys. So CZ is good to go in my book. I mean, it's one of those companies that, you know, when you buy from CZ, you know you're gonna get a good gun. And that's about it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, this thing has been long overdue. I should have done a video on this a long time ago, but sometimes, I don't know, I get wrapped up in stuff and things fall to the side. But with this quarantine, I'm picking up on a lot of that, so this is one of those. So guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you like this video, please let me know in the comment box below. If you got any comments about CZ, put it in the box below. You know, I'm a big CZ fan. So if you're a CZ fan, put it down in the comment box and let me know what your favorite CZ pistol is. If you see the holster here, this holster is by Colorado Concealment. I have several holsters by him. And my other one, the pink and blue one, which is like the appendix carry with the mag caddy, that's by 77 Concealment. That is at my girl's place, so it's not here, but I like that too. So guys, if you're in the market looking for a double action, single action handgun, even if you're not trying to conceal carry, you just like CZs, or you like this handgun, or you're in the market for a durable handgun, I can't recommend CZ enough. That being said, like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, share, guys. I'm trying to get to 10,000 followers by the end of this year. I'm at like 7 something, almost at 8. So guys, share with a friend, tell the people to join the tribe, and we're gonna get to 10K by the end of this year. I'm affirming that, and I'm putting that in the universe. We're gonna get there. So guys, thank you for watching. LocsNLoadFirearms.com for all the stuff you want: t-shirts, training, not by me, but real instructors. Links to sites and discounts, all that stuff, LocsNLoadFirearms.com. So anyway, guys, I'm not gonna keep you. Please be safe. Enjoy the time at home. Spend time with your family. Work out. Read a book. Just because you're stuck at home doesn't mean you can't be productive and you can't improve on things. Today I was doing some workouts with my rifles. So you can do that, guys. You gotta find something. There is always something to do, and you gotta find your mission, basically. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Locs and Load out. Wagunda.